Muy buenas. Hello. I hope everyone is having a happy and awesome Friday. Today we're very excited because this is the day that we're going to be showcasing the projects that our cohort 12 is going to present today. They have been working for a couple of months in this project and are very excited. Some of them are working with companies, some of them are working in groups by themselves. So the idea is for you to see what we have today, to look at these projects and also leave your comments on what do you think about the projects, what do you think about the presentations. Let us know everything. So today we're gonna have groups that honestly I have been, talking to them and following them for a while, and they are amazing. So I think that you are going to be super happy of what they're going to be presenting today. We also have some judges that are going to be giving feedback to the teams. That way they can know what to improve, or probably are just gonna get feedback on what they built. Thank you so much to all the companies that have been working with our participants. We are super excited. You're going to know a little bit of the companies more like in a while when the participants are presenting. But thank you so much to all the companies that are supporting Holberton School Colombia. Thank you so much to to all the mentors, for all the feedback, and for all the help. All right, so we are going to be calling on stage our first group. They are called Purple Code, and Luis Miguel Calderon is going to be presenting today. Hi, Luis Miguel, are you
Oh, hi.
here?
Yes.
Awesome. All right, keep talking so I can ping your video. Let me see,
Okay.
where are you?
It's going to be okay. Are we all set?
Yeah, you can start. Go ahead.
So, good afternoon. My name is Miguel Calderon, and these are my teammates Laura, Fabian, Oscar, and Luis Carvajal. So, knowledge is power, and this power is within our grasp, just using something as simple as a cell phone, right? Because these kind of devices can store data or information such as the distance you travel between points, or how much speed is that travel, or even take your cardiac rhythm. So this is where UV come handy. And why is that? It's because you can upload the information from all your devices in this platform, so you can create decision-making models to help improve your business, right? So with all that information, we come with the problem that it needs a little bit of enhancement, so to speak. It needs to improve the quality of information. So that's why we used AWS services, Amazon Web Services. And why is that? It's because we want to create a bridge between the information you store in your devices and transform it so you can further create more models and be more, how do you say that, prepared to affront what's coming in your future. So this is the main services that we use creating our plugin, our data plugin, I mean, S3, AKA Simple Storage Service, time stream, and Lambda function that is the bridge between those two functions. So before that, I'm going to take a step back and talk about the data plugin is a software or an application that the main purpose is to ingest data from external sources or services and store it in another platform or service. That's why that's the main purpose of our plugin. So why do we use these platforms? We use S3, that is, AKA Simple Storage Service, that is going to store all our data from our devices stored on Ubidos platform, and is going to be stored in your own AWS account. So using this plugin, we can facilitate the treatment of the information stored in S3 and take it to the time stream for analysis for the user to have faster and more accurate abstraction of that information. So here's the architecture of our plugin. So as I said, that's the configuration. Long story short, it's going to ask you, when do you want to create a backup? If it's going to be each week or every month or once in a day, whatever you want. So it's going, this process is called ATL. It's extract, transform, and load. So the main goal is to that information is going to go to AWS time stream, so you can use another service such as Grafana or Amazon QuickSight to improve that data. So you can, I don't know, make it more graphic to your for your group or your team or whatever you want. The that's the main idea. So the technology that we use to create this plugin is mainly a Python 3.7 for the backend, and we use the Boto3 library to make the connection between AWS and Python. We need a JSON to create the policies that are going to be used. It's going to need permission for our data, our account to access the account from UBDots, and XML is just for the interface of our users. So let's see the plugin in action. And that will be it. Thank you very much for listening. Any questions?
Thank you. So we have here some judges. Do you guys have any questions or comments for the Purple Code team? All right. No, everyone is saying great job. Congratulations. And that this is very interesting. So thank you so much. Honestly, and thank you to the team at UbiDots for, supporting our participants and for, helping us create better programmers. All right, that was Purple Code. Thank you, Luis Miguel. And now we're gonna move on to Send Code, and Julian David Alejandro is going to be presenting. Hi, Julian.
Hi, thank you very much.
Awesome. Okay, that stage is yours. Let's see your presentation.
Thank you. Hi, hello everyone, good afternoon. My name is Julian Alvarez. I'm with Camilo Villa, Gisette Peña, Oscar de Leon, and Santiago Pinzon. We are Code, and we worked with Bossy. Bossy created a platform that helps companies to interact with their customers through a conversational artificial intelligence. This customer service voice assistant is called Lily. And even though Lily reaches a great performance level, there are some cases in which her responses are not really what a customer would like to hear, or those don't really respond to their needs. There are even cases in which Lily can get stuck in a loop, just repeating herself over and over again. And at this point, some of us have gone through it when we call customer service and we want some issue fixed, but instead of that, the representative is just repeating themselves, maybe because they don't understand what we mean, or maybe they just don't know how to fix our issue. So, because of this need to improve Lily and the customer experience, Bossy and Zencode decided to investigate the implementation of an algorithm of artificial intelligence from Google called BERT. So, we developed RaspberBot. RaspberBot is an API that will reduce the time that a customer spends in a phone call and will increase the time that they spend getting help from the customer service assistant. So with this API, we're trying to achieve that. We trained Raspberry Pi in Spanish. It was trained in a specific domain, and it was the insurance domain. Also, this API returns to Lily a top 5 answers that have the most confidence according to the situation. 30% of our work was to investigate BERT and its strength and features so we could explore them and see which model would work the best for what we're trying to accomplish. Another 30% of our work was the implementation of RASA and BERT. RASA is a natural language processing platform. So by doing this integration, we needed to ensure that Lily would still be able to classify the intentions of the customer and also the entities that the customer was talking about. Entities can be understood as a particular object, issue, or service that the customer is referring to. The rest of our work was dedicated to the API, architecture, and implementation. This part was mostly done in Python because it's the language that is most commonly used when it comes to machine learning projects. And also, RASA and some other tools that we implemented already had Python in their code, so we kept uniformity. As for the architecture, we used Microsoft Azure, since it gives quite good cloud services. We used Django for our API, and also for the deployment, we used Docker and Docker Compose to make our project portable. Now, here we have a quick video that is a demonstration of how our Raspberry Pi works. So first of all, we didn't want just any person to be able to make requests to our API. We wanted to limit that. So how do we do that? By establishing a username and a password. With this username and password, a person that is authorized will be able to get an authentication token back from our API. With this authentication token, a person will be able to make requests and get a response back. This will need to be used every time that you make a request. So here we already got the authentication token. Now we are setting that up. Now that we have it, we are ready to start making requests. So we can set a text, for example, a greeting. And with that, we get a response back, and Raspberry Pi identifies the intention, that is to say hello. We can try with a different text, and we will also get a response back. We can even say goodbye. Well, that's pretty much it. I hope you liked it. Thank you for your time and have a great day.
Thank you so much. That was amazing. I don't know. I mean, all the comments on Facebook are going crazy because honestly, that it's like an amazing thing that you guys did. All right. So we have a question from our judge, Andres.
Hi, Julian. Congratulations on all this impressive work. My question to you is, what new technologies did you have to learn, and how did you learn them so quickly?
Thank you. Okay, regarding that, it was mainly RASA. RASA, as I said, is a platform that allows this simplicity to implement artificial intelligence. That was really hard because we didn't really have a background on artificial intelligence, but we had the mentoring from Bossy. That was really great. And so we could carry on with that, learn that in pretty much a short time. It was not a really deep process. We didn't really dive in on RASA, but we got to use it and to learn that technology.
Great. We also have Daniel Lopez that wants to ask you something.
Yes, I'm Daniel from Bossy. I just want to say that we loved your work and we are very happy that you worked with us. I hope you also enjoyed working with us, and thank you for everything.
No, thank you. I mean, I bet that Julian is like super excited for this. Daniel, thank you so much for those words. We are so glad again that you guys, support our participants and, are always trying to help us in every way. So thank you all. All right, we are going to be moving on with another group. That group is Code Makers, and Ana Ruth Morales is going to be presenting today. Hi, Ana Ruth. Okay, I think that Ana is not here. Sebastián Orozco is going to be presenting. All right, then Sebastián.
Hello, hello, how are you?
Hello, all right, let's do this.
All right, let's do this. Let me share. Hello, everyone. We are code makers. We are a group of two, Ana Ruth and I, and we work in company with testers to develop like an improvement to their processes of in their company. So I'm gonna talk a little more about testers. TechSource is an important accelerator that helps startups and early stage companies and entrepreneurs to reach their maximum potential. So they have a program where they receive 10 companies and they help them to grow. And with the help of a network of mentors that they have all over the world. So the first stage of this program is to get together companies and mentors so they can meet each other and see what's the perfect fit for them, what's the perfect mentor for them. So the product manager is in charge of this process, of this peer process, and it's done in 1 week. So it's it's a very dynamic week because they have to schedule 200 meetings, and also they have to send all the meetings to the mentors, and they have to manage all the dates every day, all the meetings every day. So for the product manager, it's a very stressful week. And we talked with them, and they told us that the most painful step for them in this week was to develop the schedule that is 200 meetings and cannot have any conflict, and they have to optimize all these meetings to be productive. So they told us that it would be great if with one click they can generate a schedule. So that's what we did with Anna. We create an automatic schedule process that is simple to use, is intuitive, and is powerful and scalable because you can handle 200, 300 meetings without no problem. So I'm gonna share here this video. So first, you can upload a CSV file. It contains the information from the companies and the mentors, and you just upload, and within seconds you have your full schedule. You have all the meetings done, and they have no conflicts at all. So in this graphic interface, the project manager can manage all the meetings and move the mentors throughout the week. So we have colors, so the project manager can differentiate more easily all the companies. And in this screen, he can also cancel meetings because this is a very dynamic week. Mentors can cancel at the last minute, so they have a lot of movement there. So they can cancel at any time. Here in the screen, they can cancel also an entire mentor. And what's good about this is that everything that is canceled goes to the reschedule page where they can have a track of everything. So all the canceled meetings and pending meetings are here, and you just have to do 2 clicks to reschedule the meeting, and it will be without any conflict at all. And it will be updated automatically at the meetings table. We also create an ability to delete mentors and create mentors. so they can manage the mentors for the program very easily. So we achieved this using for our principal scheduler algorithm Python, and we embedded this Python between Node.js and Express.js to create an API RESTful that serves data to our graphical interface that was made using React and a component library called Andy. So that's it. Thank you so much. Thank you to Texter for letting us be part of this project. It was amazing. It was a good experience. And to Holberton for teaching us how to use the framework and the teamwork to achieve big things. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sebastian, for that presentation. I know that we also have some questions around here. Diego, I see that your hand is up. Do you wanna ask a question?
I want to give some feedback specifically for the pitch.
Awesome, go ahead.
Sebastian, congratulations. I really like the way that you make your presentation, specifically because it was completely user-oriented. You defined completely well the problem, so I could understand it completely simple and straightforward. You avoid in the first part technical explanations or start talking about many different technologies that you use. You just explain that a product manager has to manage 200 different meetings. So that's why great, because everyone is going to understand, even if it's an engineer or if a product manager like me, or is an investor or whatever company or any person is going to understand it. So great for that. I have a question related to it. Is the product manager using the product right now, or is something that he's going to use?
He's going to use. We already have it on the cloud, the program, and maybe for the next cohort they can use it because it's working right now. It's fully available.
Amazing, pretty good job in your presentation and the tool that you do, because you really understand the problem, really explain it pretty well, not technical aspects, only in the end part, and I really like that.
Thank you so much, and thank you to my partner. He was an amazing partner. It wouldn't be possible without her. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you both for that presentation and also for giving us feedback. We are moving on down the list. We are so excited for the next group. They are the MVDs, or modern virtual developers. They're also working with texters, and Marcos Pimienta is going to be the one presenting. I remember when Marcos arrived to our Medellin campus, so I am super excited of this. Hi, Marcos.
Hi, Jessica. I remember you too. I remember you. Thank you very
All right. Much. Okay, so let's do this. Share your screen.
Let me share screen really fast.
Let's do it. Go.
Okay. So, good afternoon. My name is Marcos Pimienta. I belong to the MVD team, which translates for me Modern Virtual Developers, a wonderful team composed of David Arias, Valentina Aramillo, David Castañeda, and me, of course. So for the past few days, we have been working with Techstars. Techstars is an accelerator company that actually helps startup companies. They have helped over 1,900 companies around the world. So they help them through a mentorship program to get resources so they can grow exponentially in a very short period of time. So it happens that Techstars is having an efficiency problem. The efficiency problem that they're having is that they're taking too much time. They're expending too much time of their staff to arrange the meetings between mentors and companies and analyze the answers from a survey that the mentors and companies are making after the first meeting. So they need to find the best matches for a second meeting. And in order for that to happen, there's a person sitting behind the desk analyzing a Google form or Excel spreadsheet. So that's when we come up with a solution for that, which we named Mentor Matching Machine. The Mentor Matching Machine what it does is that allows to automate survey sending in real time. The application as well allows for the staff of Techstars to see the live results with survey matching algorithms and to keep track of the survey status. Here you can see who has filled out which surveys and who hasn't filled out surveys, so they can keep control of the mentoring process. We have developed a single page application meant to be effective, very easy and intuitive to use. Just provide real-time feedback and with a minimalistic user interface. In order for this technology or for this application to happen, we implemented technologies such as for the API, we use Express.js and Node.js. That's more of the backend. For the web application, which has certain views, we use React and CSS for the front end. Everything is going to be hosted or is hosted in Heroku. And at the same time, it's being deployed as well. So I would like to show you right now a little demo of how the application works. There you go. So here, the user, either be a company or a mentor, is going to start to evaluate really with a clean interface. How prepared was the company, or in the case of a mentor, how helpful was the mentor? Once they hit the submit button, the information will be immediately sent to our database. So the results could be displayed right on the spot. From the Techstars staff, they're going to use this side of the application, which it's going to be logged on because we don't want people to see the information behind. Once they log into it, they will see the matching and the survey status. Over there, they can actually check who has filled out which surveys. They can apply filters to it. They can either filter by mentor or by companies. And lastly, but not least, they will actually be able to check how were the matches between the mentors and the companies with this view. They could actually analyze it faster without having to go through a Google form or an Excel sheet. So they can also filter by company. You have the companies on the top, mentors on the left, and that's pretty much it. I will take your
Awesome. Thank you so much, Marcos. That was amazing. That looks very clean. I love the design. Who made the design in your team?
We have been working all together, but the ones in charge of the front end, I would say it's Valentina Jaramillo, Sebastian, and me. It happens that we have to integrate both applications, Sebastian and Ana Ruth, and our application as well. So it was a collaborative effort to pull this out.
Awesome. Well, again, congratulations. We have here a comment or question from one of our mentors. Let's start with Andres. 1 second. There you go.
So I am the client in this case. I work with Techstars, and I want to thank both teams for helping us, because this is a process that has been done manually since 2007. So that's 13, 14 years of setting up 400 individual meetings by hand. And we have about 50 programs a year, every year. And that's 500 new companies every year. And so what you have done is you have saved us a lot of time for all of our upcoming programs. And I just wanted to thank you for your work, how fast you learned, and congratulate you because you have a bright future ahead of you.
Thank you very much, Andres. And also thank you very much for allowing this opportunity.
May I go?
Yeah, yeah.
So Marcos, pretty well. Again, the problem is clear. And the feedback is for all the others too. The way that you present the problem is the 50% of your presentation. When you are a developer like you are tend to use technical words and that kind of stuff in your presentations. And as I mentioned, is for everybody here, you need to be focused on the basics, which is problem, solution, and what happened after my user really used the solution. So for example, Andres is your user, so he is expanding and give more numbers. For example, Andres is expending 30 hours per week doing this manually. We reduce it to just 30 minutes. So that's when you are showing a real solution, and it's not technical. Everybody understands what it takes 30 hours, and the solution reduce the time to 30 minutes. So everyone is going to understand in your audience. There are many developers here. They are going to understand technical aspects, but again, when you're a developer and you need to sell yourself, your solution, and you have an audience that maybe not all of them are developers, you have to avoid technical words and go directly to the problem, the solution, and the numbers that your solution is showing after solving the problem. Is that clear?
Thank you very much. Thank you for your feedback.
Well, thank you so much, Marcos and Diego. Congratulations to you guys because that project was amazing. All right, then we are going to move on now with the Dream Coders. The Dream Coders, and they are going to present an independent project. Ever Daniel Gonzalez is going to be presenting. Ever Daniel, are you here?
My name is Juan Felipe, but yeah, I'm right.
Oh, okay, great. Let's do it.
Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. My name is Juan Felipe Bustamante, and I am a team member of Dream Coders. And also, I'll be your proud presenter for this project. Thanks for joining me. This is our team, Andres, Christian, Vanessa, and me. First of all, let me tell you a story. I have a personal experience when I faced with the difficult trying to find a caregiver for my mother when I was working. So I realized this should be a problem for many other people. And therefore, there is some insights right now. And it's a fact that the world population is aging year after year. Some of the studies show that 10% of the total world population is older than 18 years old. And also, the most important is the fact that almost the half of this elderly population are staying in their homes alone without any company or care. So it is a fact that at some point in our life, we will all have a father, a mother, a grandpa, a grandma who will need care. And unfortunately, in some cases, you will not be able to care them. This is why Cuidala was born. At Cuidala, we want to focus our efforts for break down walls so that you can hire the best caregiver for you and your family. And we want to make it simple, just 3 steps. You can hire a caregiver. As a patient, you can search for the best caregiver according to the experience, study, job, or rate. Also, you can post a job offer and customize it. And third, once the caregivers apply to your offer, you can review their resume, so their skills and their type of the service they offer. The benefits are clear. For the patient, an agreement with the best caregivers according to the rate and type of service. For the caregivers, incomes and responsibilities well defined. At the end of the hiring process, we send you a document that details the scope of the service in the agreed conditions. So let's get that demo. First of all, the caregivers search for a job offers. They log in our portal, and then they're going to search some job offers. They can apply with whatever they want to apply, and that's all. That is so simple. And finally, the patients are going to the process of reviewing and hire a caregiver.
Awesome.
So when you get to the offers, you will see you offer, and you can hire or see the applied caregivers. So you can review their resumes, and later you can contract it or hire them. Okay. Also, we have developed an API so that the EPSs and hospitals can access our database of caregivers and offer the service to their users. As you can see, we have to the entire environment around the patient. We made this project in 4 weeks, and from the beginning of the planning of the idea, the MVP, and now we are in this go live. And we, in addition to the front end and the backend technologies used, we have created an automated environment of continuous delivering using Travis and continuous deployment user Ansible on servers in DigitalOcean. In this way, we automate the entire DevOps process. Thank you so much.
Thank you for that beautiful project. I congratulate you guys. You're so right. At some point, we're going to have to care for someone in our family, and we won't be able to. So it is it is great that you guys, are thinking ahead of that type of situations. Here we have a question from Sergio.
Yeah. Hey, Juan, congratulations. You have a working product right there. My question is, being an independent group, how did you decide the project that you wanted to work on?
Sergio, thank you so much for your question. And this is a whole teamwork. We have spent a lot of hours finding out what is the perfect project for this. And we built a social focused, and that's it. It's a personal experience thinking about the elderly population.
Andres has a question.
I have more of a comment to maybe a plug. Juan Felipe, over at Techstars, we have an accelerator called Techstars Future of Longevity Accelerator, which is focused on startups providing innovative solutions for elder care. So we have a program just dedicated for companies like yours. If you decide to pursue the entrepreneurship route, check it out. It's $120,000 for you to receive an investment, and you will be matched with mentors using the mentor matching machine.
Awesome. All right, let's move on with the next group. Here we have Bull and Bear. and Gabriel Cifuentes is going to be presenting. They also did an independent project. Hi, Gabriel.
Hello, Jessica. How are you?
I'm great.
Hello to everyone. My name is, let me see here. Okay. Okay. Hello to everyone. My name is Gabriel Cifuentes, and with my team members, Angie Perez, Daniel Lorenzo, and Camilo Barreiro, we want to talk to you today about the financial stock market in the United States. Well, investing in the United States in the stock market could be a really difficult task because not because of the amount of data and information that is available, and not only that, the risk that is involved. However, it's amazing that just in the United States there are more than 30 million investors, and in the world, all over the world, 80 million. That's a huge amount of people. But to succeed in this market, you need to have an investment strategy. An investment strategy is the way you can predict the prices in the stock market, and to find out if it's a good moment to invest, to buy, or to hold your position. But finding that strategy could be a really tough work, a really stressful work, not only because of the amount of strategies that are available for you to pick in the stock market. You pick more than 100 strategies. That's a lot of strategies, not just to pick, you can make your strategy, but the work you need to do to test that strategy. You need to pick that strategy, take it to the past, use the past data, and check out if it worked in the past, so you can know when it will work in the future. But this is called backtesting. Test your strategy in the back. So backtesting is really hard because the strategies has a lot of parameters that you need to check, and in some cases you need to do some programming, to have some programming skills, and do some mathematics. And well, you know how it goes with mathematics. The mathematics for you is hard. You need to do some graphics, you need to do calculations, you need to know some concept, and this is just for one strategy. Imagine you doing this for all of the strategies you need. So what if you can do this with just one click, or a few clicks? So we are really glad to present to you Price Inspector. This is a web application where you can backtest your investment strategy. So here in our website, you can find some information about this website. And here you can find a little history about our website, our team members, Camilo, Daniel, Angie, and myself, of course. I'm going to present you the solution. So here is the backtester. Some few steps to know how to use it. And let's say we are going to invest, for example, $100,000 in a company, let's say Microsoft. I hope you know Microsoft. And I'm going to pick one day in the past. For example, I don't know, this one. And for example, this one. I'm afford to lose just 20% in each operation. And I'm going to use the strategy Ishimoku, for example, and run the back test. While it's running, you can pick advanced options. I didn't use it. And here's the chart of the stock market. Some lines are from the strategy Ishimoku. You can see here, for example, a sell operation, a buy operation, and the program did it for you. So here is the most important section of this backtester are the results. So for example, for this investment, $100,000, this strategy in this period of time, not all of the strategies and stocks will make you profit. So this is the analysis you need to do to see if this strategy works for you. But it was a winning operation with a huge rentability. You can save the back test, but if you did your back testing and you're okay with this strategy, for example, Ishimoku, you can go to this Inspector Choices section. In this section, you can find the top gainers of the day, the two past days, the top losers, and here is a section where you can test, for example, I don't know, Apple. You can find Apple, run the inspector, and you will find the ticker of that company, the price for today, yesterday, and how is the signal of the strategy Ishimoku to sell. And lastly, you can find a guide section where you can find also the concepts. For example, the concept is stop loss, and coming soon we will find some other strategies in this website. So I hope you find this helpful and enjoy it as I did. And here you can find the URL priceinspector.studio. So you are very welcome to visit us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Gabriel, and to everyone that is looking at us on Facebook. Please go ahead, and Camilo just shared the link on the comments. You can go in there, you can give it a try. I love this type of projects that are already open to the public. That way, everyone that is watching us today can go in there and take a look at what you guys built.
Yes, please go ahead.
Sergio is raising the hand. Hi, Sergio.
Hey, Gabriel. Congratulations. I have a question. So the technologies or algorithms that you use are public domain? Are they private? Do they require to pay a fee? And based on that, if you would like sell this to a company or monetize this, how would you do that?
Okay, the strategies itself are the public domain. The code right now is public too. It's in GitHub, and right now you can log in for free. We are not ready now to we don't know exactly how to publish this in the future, but we are working in this. We want, and we did it thinking to use this product in the future. So we will do something like that.
Diego Alejandro has a question also.
Ariel, pretty well. I have a question for you. Do you have, or some questions, do you have experience as a trader?
One second. Yeah, it's just that. There you go.
Okay, yes, a little bit. I was a former business administration and financial professional, so yes, I did it. So with a partner of the team, we had the problem to backtest our strategies. This is a solution for people who's in an entry level, have some knowledge, a little knowledge. So yes, I need this solution, so that was why we built it.
Have you invested using your software?
No, not yet. Not yet. It's the first time we got, so no. But I want to do that.
Yeah, try to do it. It could be amazing to see the results. If you have 2 months or 1 month to work in your product, it could be great to spend 3 days or a week using it really if you are your first user. So always, if you can reduce the time that the user is waiting for the product, it's much better, the output. So it could be great if you can use it. And if you have the experience, do it. And please let us know what kind of yield are you getting from your investment.
Yeah, I will do definitely. Thank you very much.
So we have some questions in the chat, and someone is asking, do you run a test with the GME GameStop?
Okay, not really, not with Ishimoku, but yes, it could be a really good example. Right now, in the application, just for this MVP, we just upload 20 companies, but I will do that. Yes, definitely.
And another question is, only works for stocks or Forex too?
No, right now it's just for stocks in the United States.
All right, perfect. Well, thank you so much, Gabriel. That was a great presentation. Everyone is very excited here on the Facebook channel. Everyone is, telling you how great it is, and congratulations from Juliana Monroyo. So hi, Juliana. All right. So moving on, let's go with Code Warriors and Ever Daniel, because before I had sadly called the name of the wrong person. So now Ever Daniel is going to present. They have an independent project and they are Code Warriors. Let's go, Daniel.
Yes,
Ever.
hello. Hello, everyone. My name is Ever Gonzalez, and I'm from the team Code Warriors. I'm going to introduce you to the rest of the team. So in the back end, we have Sebastian, Hector, and Emmanuel. On the front, we have Isaac and myself. So I'm going to tell you how we came up with the idea for the project. These modern times have brought many advantages. One of them being the access to vast amounts of information within easy reach. I mean, you could, as long as you have a device that has access to the internet, like a smartphone, you're all set. But this has, to some extent, decreased the information consumption in a physical manner. You can see newspapers, books, and magazines as examples. And despite the boom that these devices have experienced throughout the years, still there is a considerable amount of people and institutions that don't have access either to these devices or internet even. So having these needs in mind, we envisioned a solution that would help those kinds of people that either have zero access or limited access to education or other types of content. That's where Books for You comes into play. Our slogan is discover while helping others. And basically, it's a website where you can donate physical books to these people we've been talking about. And also you can buy some books as well. And every time you buy a book, there's a percentage that goes directly to charities. So I want to tell you how we built the application. We use the MERN stack, which stands for Mongo, Express, React, and Node.js. We also use NPM, Google APIs, GitHub, and Axios. So we divided the backend and the frontend with folders, so we don't mix things up. And we wanted to be as modular as possible, breaking the code into several files, so the way that we maintain it could be easier. One of the things that we used with React was React Router. We used it because it vastly improves the loading time from page to page. It was great. We kept track of our tasks using Trello, which is a great tool. So challenges that we faced. The thing is, none of us had any idea how React worked. We had no experience, so we had to build the project as we learn on the fly, you know. And also, we had the backend envisioned in MySQL and Python, but we ran into some issues, connection-related issues, and we had to start from scratch with Mongo and Node.js, but thankfully that worked. So let's check the landing page in a moment. So you can see here. So yeah, Books for You. Every time you purchase our product, 20% of the profit goes directly to charities. Besides, you can donate books to children in need. Our features: donate, discover, and buy. All of it with Books for You. Here's a little inspiration on the project and the team members. Okay, can go back here, and there is a little demo of the project. Here you can see we can search for a book. There are some filters. This is sped up for time purposes. In this view, we can add books in the front part of the app directly to the database. You can see here that it has been added. This is the view for the donate page. just have to fill your information, name, email, book to donate. You can go ahead. And we can also see the contact information. You can send messages to us. Basically, application. And the biggest takeaway that we have with this project was basically that we love React as we were learning it. Even the guys at the back end were like, wow, this is very interesting. I have to take my time to learn this because it's very, very nice. And I want to take a moment just to thank all the members in Code Warriors. They have been doing a great job. This has been a great experience. And thank you for listening.
Thank you. That I love that. But honestly, I'm loving. I think that she always says that, but I love that project. That it's so cute and great. And honestly, if you guys make it through with it, like you guys are going to help a lot of people. So, congratulations. I don't know if any of our judges have any questions or comments on this project. They are shaking their heads because they like it also. All right, okay. So let's move on with Black Jack. And Danilo Romero is going to be presenting today.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Danilo.
Thank you for having us. We are Blackjack, all in with our users, and we are going to present Tempo for live music events. But first, let me introduce our team. We are Daniela, Sultan, Camilo for the back end, Santiago and me for the front end. And for the development for our first software project, we follow our passion for live music events. So have you ever wanted to see a band and realize they were in your city and you didn't know after the show has passed? So I think many can relate to that experience. And it's quite frustrating. So we went back to do some research. How do you find a live music event in your city, and in our case, Bogota? Right now, most of us follow the artist or the venue's social media. Usually you Google for a live music show near you, but currently we get the result we get in Bogota is a blog post showing the most famous venues that have live music on, but you don't have access to a real-time programming. There are existing solutions for Europe or the United States, but not for Latin America. So one of the other things is that venue owners or musicians print flyers or posters to distribute around the music scene, or they pay for newspaper ads, or they have to be calling friends or radio stations to get a few seconds on to promote their show. Something else is that in Bogota we have almost all sounds of Colombian and international music available every week. So if digging deeper, we found the most recent data from the Bogota Live Music Census, where 99 venues were surveyed. 67% of musicians perform in restaurants, bar, or cafes. 80% of those venues are small to medium size. That means they have between 15 to 200 capacity for people, and they have shows between Wednesday and Saturday evenings. And the audience said in that survey that the three main barriers are the attendance, for their attendance, are the scheduling, meaning that the time of the show doesn't fit their schedule, is the cost of the ticket, and the lack of information, which is the problem we want to address. So why now? First, because we love music, we want to solve the lack of information. We got the validation from the Bogota live music census, and this could be a useful solution for the reactivation of the cultural sector after we finish the quarantine. So that's why we built Tempo, Encuentra tus eventos a Tempo. This is a web application where users can create a profile and manage their events. They can publish their events and the audience can explore which shows are on in real time. So let's visit our demo. So we will have a way to filter by city, by the range of the date the shows are on and the genre of the bands. So we designed these cards where each show will have a card with the poster of the image with the information, and we can get inside to have more details and select if it is the right time, the right price, and if the near your schedule. So users can register and create a profile, and they will log in a session. They can see which events they have already created, and they can edit those shows, and also they can create one event that we set up in 3 steps. First, we create we input the data of the event. Second, the data for the artist, and last, the data of the place where, or the venue where the show is on. Finally, those shows will be showing here in the cards as we saw before, and the audience can select their best option. So finally, what we wish to go next, it will be to add geolocation, so the user can see in real time which venues have live music shows on near their current location. Thank you.
Great. And like you said, that it's a great project for reopening the sector once everything is back to normal, even though I don't think everything is going to be ever back to normal, but it will, with mask, a lot of mask. All right. Sergio has a question. Sergio.
Yeah. Hi. Thank you, Danilo, for the presentation. My question is, I assume that there's two types of users. One is just a person that wants to know events. The other one, it's a user that wants to create events and wants to let people know about the events. So who are these users? Are the bands, the venue owners, the event organizers, things like that, or if it's like a free form where you create events for any profile? Have you thought about the problem of duplicate events, and how do you reconcile these?
Yes, we face those decisions at the planning time, and we chose for the venue owners to have this first demo, because they are the ones who had to go through the process to promote the show and have to get to the audience. So yeah, yes, we wish to have a future in which the artist will have their own profile, so they will also update all the tour dates for the current dates that they have already programmed with different venues, and that we will have to face that later on.
Great. All right. Thank you so much, Danilo. And thank you so much for that project. Moving on to Bits and Vibe. And Santiago Mendieta is going to be presenting today. Hi, Santiago.
Hi, everyone. Thank you very much for having us today. And yes, we're going to present Bits and Vibes, which is my group. Well, we're a group of 5 people. I am Santiago Mendieta. I'm representing, and I'm working with a 5-people team, which are Manuel Torres, Andres Ariza, Alison Quintero, and Gustavo Mejia. We have created an app which is called Roots, which I'm going to talk about a bit later. And for that app, we've used Firebase as an backend software. We've used React, Chakra, text-to-speech, and Bootstrap. Well, you hear text-to-speech, well, you sort of start making an idea of what we could be developing, what could we be doing so far. But basically, we have a passion in common, and we basically want to use the knowledge we've got. We want to use everything we've learned to help people who really need it, to bring advantage, to bring benefits to most kids, to most children who are in it right now. Because we have a personal experience, one of our team members, well, she's got a brother who's within this autism spectrum, and she has lived through the process of his brother going through some difficulties with the verbal communication, with the verbal speaking. Basically, there is a part of the spectrum in the autism where the kids cannot really communicate, they cannot speak, they have the words in their mind, but they cannot express themselves verbally. So we have researched and we have explored the argumentative communication, which is a different way of expressing your feelings, your emotions, your ideas, your needs, your desire, not necessarily through speech, but through a different set of tools. And well, that set of tools, we are creating one of those. Well, since our team member Alison has first-hand lived experience with her brother, we had a lot of info, a lot of input from the doctors and from the psychologists who are actually working with her brother, and we came up with an idea that could help the children to communicate with everyone who is around them, with their caregivers, with their loved ones. And it's a very nice tool to help the children communicate and to lift up their self-esteem and to actually, for them to express what they want to say. This is a tool, this is actually a keyboard where the kids are gonna press buttons, and it's gonna put the words in an array, it's gonna form sentences so they can associate pictograms with speech and with verbal words. So this keyboard is gonna actually talk by them. I'm gonna show a small demo, a short video with what we've created. And well, I hope you like it, and I'm gonna talk further about this app.
Escuchar. Delfín. Gritar. Escuchar delfín gritar. Pie. Pie.
Right, so that's a short demo. We have used well, most APIs and most programs we have used, they are open source, because we want it to be as low cost as possible for our end users, which are the kids. We just want them to benefit. And well, we would love to keep working on them, and we're just gonna use some Google APIs from the Google Cloud platform tools, which are gonna help the kids sort of make an easier sentence. We're gonna use predictive speech from some machine learning tools from Google Cloud. And we just want it to be as easy as possible for the kids and to be as well fast and reliable for everyone who's around the kids. I hope you've liked it. And we're just gonna keep working on it. We've liked so much this project. We're gonna keep working after this presentation, and we've got great plans for it.
Thank you so much, Santiago. Everyone is freaking out on Facebook saying how cute is this project, that this is amazing. I'm looking at all your comments here. Everyone is saying, wow, real pretty. It's evident the passion and love you guys put in this project. Thank you, Andres Gonzalez, for that comment. We have here also that the next step is move to mobile, and that is by Nicolas Perez, your software engineer. Andres Hurtado is saying that he loved this project. No, I mean, everyone is like loving. Juan Felipe Bustamante is saying that he is loving this project. Thank you so much for thinking in the special persons. All right, so Santiago and the team, congratulations on this big win. If any of our judges, mentors have any questions or comments, please raise your hand. If not, again, Santiago, thank you so much. Let's move on for the next group, and they are Target Depth. And Lilibeth Tavares is going to be presenting today. Hi, Lilibeth.
Hi, yes. Hello, everyone. Let me share my screen.
There we go.
Thank you. Oops, 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 oops. Okay, hello, everyone. As Jessica said, I am Lilibeth Tavares, and with this amazing team, Mauricio Contreras, Francisco Guzman, and Jose Parrales, we create Looky. And let me ask you some questions to start. Has it ever happened to you that you are near your favorite restaurant or jogging at the park or visiting a friend or maybe someone that you like, and you wish you could live near that place? Or when you go by any kind of transport, you like a neighborhood or a sector or a building in particular, but you don't have time to take a picture or to write down the address where you are passing by, or you are passing by the back block of the building and you don't have any idea what the building name is. But that's not all. When you get home, you already forgot everything, even the place where you were at that moment. Well, you are not the only one. It has happened to us too. And in the other hand, maybe you are part of the group of people who have needed to rent a property, but only to think about the papers and everything that needs to be done to publish in any of the existing sites with those kind of services. It causes you headache, you get in a bad mood, and finally you abort the mission. And you have to tell someone else to do it. If you are one of those people like us, or you have friends who need a solution like this, please pay attention because this solution will soon be in your hands. This is exactly how Looky was born, thinking about this real solution. Looky is a mobile app that will give you access to the rentals near to you in seconds, not like anything else, that you have to wait until you get to your house to search. And also, Looky allows you to publish a property anywhere all day long at any time. Looky has several features, but today we want to tell you the main three. The first one is that Looky is real time. It goes where you go. In movement, the map will be updated in real time, showing the option closest to you. So you only have to open Looky up in your vehicle and look around for a rental. The second one is that Looky's visibility. You no longer have to run to get your camera to zoom in to the 7th floor, or I don't know what floor, and try to see the poster, because Looky shows you the information of all the floors, only with the access to your location. And the third one is that Looky is for everyone. We can all publish. It is so simple to do that you can do it anywhere, only having a mobile, and you no longer have to worry about intermediaries or even posters that are not visible or could be covered by a tree, for example. And now you maybe wonder how you guys achieved this incredible app. We made this possible with a set of technologies. When the user wants to post, the data is stored in a cloud, and from that same cloud, we can access to the info for the user who wants to search. And we also use two programming languages that are like the way you can speak or you can give instruction to the machine. And they are Kotlin and Python, and we use Google Cloud for the map. Looky will definitely change the way you search for your ideal home. We hope that, we know that, and make it possible for someone to rent the property easily. Thanks for your attention, and we invite you to be super aware of Looky's progress coming soon in the Google Play. And good afternoon to everyone.
Congratulations, Lilibeth, for that amazing presentation. Everyone is, we have some comments here. Says you were excelente. And then great job, guys, by Andres Gonzalez. Everyone's super excited here. Mariana Perez is saying bravo. Hi, Mariana, we miss you. So everyone is, yeah, super excited. So thank you, and that was a great presentation. Remember to our judges, if you guys want to make a comment or ask a question, raise your hand here so I can call on your name. All right, thank you, Lilibeth. Have a great afternoon. Now we move on to code skills, and Andres Barrera is going to be presenting, and they did a project with one of my favorite companies in the whole world. I love them, Bomberbot. I don't know if you know Bomberbot. If you see a little robot in the streets of Medellin delivering food, that it's Bomberbot. So Andres Barrera, welcome.
Hello, Jessica. Thank you very much for introducing me. So I'm going to share my presentation. 1 sec. Good. So, hello everyone. We're a team of 4 young developers from Cali, and it's composed by Stephanie Naranjo, who was the front-end developer. Nika Charlier was the front-end developer. Sofia Garcia was working with me as a back-end developer. Great. So Bomberbot, now let me tell you a little bit about Bomberbot. Bomberbot is an online learning platform for kids to develop web development skills. Now, the company was looking to add to the portfolio of services a new learning tool for their students to help them to learn faster, right? So we work hand in hand with Bomberbot, and Code Skills was in charge to develop a code editor. Yeah. 1 sec. A code editor with special features where the students could visualize their code in real time without the need of using external compilators or external resources around the web. So basically, they were looking to a self-contained solution, right? So Code Skills, we implement a large amount of libraries. So we created the code editor where the students actually code and they can see the results on the same page. So they can modify it, they can add things or delete things, and they can see the results on the same website, right? This code editor have special features, which was it can save the current progress of the students in the local host, which means they can refresh the website and come back to the same project they were working on, and they can log out and come back later and keep working on the same project, right? It has a side tree bar to organize the projects, so they have everything tidied up on the left. And the best thing we can actually come out is that the code editor is embedded, which means Bomberbot is able to use the code editor with only using 2 or 3 lines of code, meaning they don't need to copy and clone their own repository and so on, making it all complicated, making it easy to deploy for Bomberbot. Okay. For the stack of technology we use for deployment, we use Heroku and Vercel. And the front end we use React, which we love very much, and the Django for the backend. The following video, in the following video, I will show you how the live demo of the code skills code editor works. Hope you guys enjoy it. 1 sec. Great. The version that we have is the version 1.0, but the version 2.0 is coming soon with amazing features, which basically we come out with a screen capture for the students to save their work and show off later, and better user design for the code editor in the future. Thank you very much to you all. Please check our land page if you want more product information.
Thank you, Andres, for that presentation. Okay, I have to make a confession. I just got confused and I missed, I confundí KiwiBot and BomberBot. I'm sorry. I recognize that I fucked up, but it's just that I love all the companies that work with us. And of course, I love BomberBot, I love KiwiBot, so that's why I got confused. But again, yes. Thank you so much, Andres, for that presentation with BomberBot.
Thank you to you, Jessica.
Okay, so moving on with our next group, we have here Curious for Code, and Miguel Montoya is going to be presenting today.
Okay, let me share my screen.
Can you share again?
Yeah.
No worries.
So, hello, I'm Miguel Montoya with my team, Victor Zuluaga and Valentina Gomez. With the front-end part, Victor and Valentina with the back-end part. We work with Tributi. Tributi is a company that makes tax filing in Colombia for individuals, all automated in their platform. You only have to get in their website, fill up some form and update some files, and you will get your tax filing by email. But Tributi had a challenge. When the tributary law in Colombia changed, that is pretty often, they have to calculate again some of the contable mathematical operations for the tax filing of the user. So this manual process takes them a lot of time. So Tributi has to do extra work when in Colombia we have in the year 2 season when people have to present this tax filing. In this season, the Tributi team has to do a lot of work updating constantly this engine, this financial engine. So we, as a team with Tributi, we start looking ways we could automatically support these new cases, but they don't have to do all this process manually. So they don't spend so much time on it. So that's why we created Nomis. Nomis is Simon, writing backwards, is for, Simon is the co-founder of Tributi, and he and his team is the ones who are going to use this tool that is made specifically for them. The solution is just to automatically update the Tributa's financial engine. This making possible that they save time in this process, and they can deliver even faster the tax filing for the users, right? So Nomis is easy to use for the Tributi team, is fully automated and is efficient. In the technologies we use in the backend Django, in the front end React, and the database SQLite. That's the big ones. And then how it works. Here is a screenshot. It's a really basic front end, but in here we have a drop area. When we choose the file, the new template with the new mathematical operations, and then it start getting green when the process that is doing in the backend is okay, right? This is like a little screenshot of the backend of the code, and here's a little what does this tool that resume the pauses the instant, makes all the magic here happens really in the backend. That is the one who receives the file and make all the process of format properly for the engine, and update the database, pause the some like a request from the platform, and then restart the API with the new engine update. Thank you. That's all.
Thank you so much for that presentation, Miguel. It was great. We have a lot of comments on our Facebook Live saying how crack they're calling you. All right, moving on to our next team. They are the Bit Devs and Tech Rebirth, and Christian David Bedoya is going to be presenting.
Okay, good afternoon. I'm gonna share my screen. Okay, so good afternoon. My name, I want to introduce myself. My name is Christian, and today I'm gonna, in combination with the Banco de Occidente, we make this solution. For this purpose, I'm gonna tell you a story about Annie. Annie, following her family legacy, she creates a clothing company. She sees how her company is growing fast in the days. She wants to expand the business around other cities, and she needs a solution, create an account for this purpose. Annie basically spend working 10 hours daily. The traffic in the city is really, really heavy. It's terrible. She respects the rule about the pandemic. That means, for example, she avoids to visit crowded places. And for the same reason, she in the bank are attending fewer people than usual. So that represents a real obstacle for Annie. So now create a saving account from the comfort of the home. From the home is a necessity as a reality for Annie. That's why today we present Aupimes. Aupimes is a solution for the small and medium enterprises. It's a solution that will mitigate the gap between the bank and his clients. And at the same time, his Aupimes is going to satisfy the necessities of Annie and speeding up the process in the bank. Thinking in Aupimes is thinking basically in practicity, is thinking in security, is thinking in simplicity. For the next reason. First, we are using a system of facial recognition. Our application is straightforward to use. Our data is protected, and our application is one click away. For this solution, in the front-end infrastructure, we use a library of JavaScript that is called React, a styling component as a framework of CSS. In the backend infrastructure, in database, we use MySQL. For the design of the API, we use Django REST framework, complemented by Python as a programming language. In DevOps, we create two servers. The first one is for backend and database. The second one is for frontend. We use an engine that is called Jenkins, using Dockerization in order to continuous integration and continuous deployment. We use simple storage method Amazon Web Service S3 for face recognition. We use the service of Amazon Recognition, and for the verification of the legal representative, we use the Cámara de Comercio API. Now we're gonna check what we did. So our page is pretty intuitive. The first is the user introduce the ID number. Next, a user have to upload the ID card. In the next part in this is in format PNG. Next, the person have to take a picture, and now we wanna verify if the person that take the picture is the same that appear in the ID card. Now we're gonna ready for the next step. In the next step, we wanna ask some information about the company. And if the information is correct, we wanna be a success. That's why we present this. The user is gonna be ready for the next step in the process. Okay, so this is my team that is compound in the DevOps department by Jocelyn Vega, Ronel Aguirre, in front-end department, Ricardo Jiménez and Milena Montoya, and in DevOps, Juan Granada, Andres Ariza, and me, and in backend, okay, that is, and it's important to mention that we use we have a Scrum Master that is Jocelyn, and our tech leader that is Andres Ariza. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Christian, for that presentation. Everyone on Facebook, it's putting on comments. And this is a comment that I'm going to read from Ricardo Arquímedes. He's thanking Banco de Occidente for giving you guys the opportunity to work together. And I also want to say thank you to Banco de Occidente for believing in us, believing in Holberton and the Holberton participants. You guys develop a great product. And we have a comment from Claudia Cardona.
Yeah, thank you. We actually wanted to thank both teams. We think they did a great job. Actually, when you guys told us that they were gonna have like 3 to 4 weeks to develop the solution, we were like, wow, this is not enough time. And we think they did a great job. They developed a great solution for us. The MVP was actually pretty good, so we wanted to thank them too.
Thank you so much, Claudia. Carlos Miguel, welcome.
Hello, hello. You see me?
Yes.
Okay. Team, very, very proud. Okay. He learning week by week, and he was delivering value sprint by sprint. Okay. Congrats. Good job. Beat devs and tech rebirth. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Carlos. Thank you again for believing in these amazing programmers, and we hope to be working together again in the future. Congratulations again to the group, Beat Devs and Tech Rebirth for this project. And we're gonna be moving forward with another group. They are Dark Force, and Jose Giraldo is going to be presenting today. They have an independent project.
Okay, good afternoon. This is our team. This is front-end, me, Jose Giraldo, the full stack, Abdel Mejia front-end, Daniel Villalba backend. So here is the context. Often when a front-end programmer tries to save time and also be more productive, they have to share for templates, which it's very common practice. And when they try to find some practice relevant in the internet, they have to go, for example, in this web page, but in that web page, just have static templates. And if they want to go to search for dynamic templates, they have to go to the repositories in GitHub. And also there are web pages which they charge you to show their code, which it's very inconvenient if you don't want to spend money on a template. So what's going on? Our structure we propose is a centralized information on our website, which there are static and dynamic templates because in the internet there are a centralized information when you have to go to many web pages to find something that you can use it. So I am asking this question to you. Just imagine a site where you can find and download everything you need just by one click. And that's why we created Doki templates. Doki templates, which is our website, and our mainly feature, which is the difference between us and the other web page, is that you can just download a template with just one click. It's pretty easy. And um, the main feature is that we manage dynamic web page, which is you can use React and JavaScript, and you can have, for example, a login or a register without having any knowledge. And it's very simple and easy to use it. For our technologies, we use React as a part of front end to build our web page. Snowpack as our transpilator. This we use it to this allows us to use the React and JavaScript to make it dynamic, and Firebase to deploy our web page, and also we use it to store the information, and npm to allow us to download the templates from GitHub, and GitHub as our mainly where we are storing the templates. So I'm going to show you the demo, and here is the demo. This is our web page. You can log in there. Tutorial. This is some templates. So here's copy. So as we are using React, this takes a little bit of time because React is pretty heavy, to be honest, but it's very functional, and yeah, it's good working with React. So, and then after we just download, we just do a yarn start, and we have here the template. Is this, and that's all.
Thank you so much, Jose, for that presentation. I think that it's going to be of great help to all your friends and peers. All right, moving on to our next project. The group is CREAT, and Daniel Villa Saldarriaga is going to be presenting today. They did the project with Global Work, a startup from Medellin. I'm really fond of. So, Daniel.
Hello, Jessica. How are you?
Welcome.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Well, let me share my screen, please. Um, so I'm Daniel Villa Saldarriaga, and together with Eliana, Takeshi, Roger, and Juan, we are CREAT. The challenge that we solve is a challenge of Global Work. Global Work is a company that develops solutions to optimize selection processes and provides some services like home visits, security studies, background, and some other services. Global Work has a platform, in which precise information is provided on the candidates in the selection process of each client. However, this technology or these technical resources can fail or require adjustment, and they don't have a centralized environment or centralized tool to manage these fails effectively and efficiently. So support for Global Work our failures are opportunities, improvements present by Global Work technological resources. And that's why we created Global Work Support. Global Work Support is a web application that helps to manage media efficiently and effectively. If you're an analyst and you identify a failure or opportunity for improvement, you can just report this in 3 steps. The first step is login, second one is report, and third one is send. And when you as an analyst report the support or the failure, a person or a role called a supporter can update, manage, and even create the supports in another view. These technologies are that we use for this project: Node.js and Express as framework, Postgres and SQLite, Vue and Nuxt. Let me show you a demo. So you can see we try to access with a root without login, and we can't. So we have to log in the web application to access. We are going to log with user role. When you're a user, the only view you can see is this. You can report there, and you can see what supports you did before this support. So right now you did the support, and then we're going to access like a supporter. That is the role that manage the supports. And here you can see the view to manage the supports. So you can delete the support, you can upload the support, you can delete user, upload user, you can create user from there. So this is the view of supporter role. You can see the new user there. The user will appear in a list in the bottom of the page. And there you are creating a support too. You can see the support will appear there. Okay, that's all. I don't know if somebody have a question or stuff.
Thank you so much, Daniel. Thank you so much for that presentation, and thank you to everyone at Global Work that is supporting us here at Holberton School, Colombia. All right, moving on to our next group, we have the code makers number 1. Daniel Alexander is going to be presenting today, and they created a project with the company Team Class. Hi, Daniel, how you doing? Okay, 1 second. We are giving out opening
Okay,
microphone.
thank you, Jessica. And hi, everyone. I'm gonna share my screen. Give me a second. Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Daniel Chicam, and I present my team code makers. My peers, Andres Hurtado and Juan Uribe, developed this project, and our client is Team Class. Okay. Sorry. Team Class provides different courses through his platform to give you the possibility to learn with your friends, family, or co-workers in online meetings and practicing with the material that arrives in the comfort of your home. That sounds very cool. But to make these school services better, Team Class needs a way to make events and manage the courses with all the participants and teachers. Our team and the staff of Team Class decided that the best way to achieve this purpose is to make a calendar. So we introduce you to all of you Lunario. That is the solution of this problem and more. But Lunario is not cool not only because it's a calendar, it's more than that. It's a tool with many possibilities and features that can make Team Class more accessible and comfortable with an intuitive interface, easy to use for everyone. So, as you can see, Lunario gives you the opportunity to create events with all the participants. So the participants and teachers, and you can see the events in the interface, not only from Team Class. This is with the purpose not to make events at the same time of your other responsibilities. This function is possible because Lunario can also sync with your Google Calendar, and you can see all your events. Also, if you feel insecure, you can be calm because Lunario uses OAuth 2 to access your information without having to share your identity and passwords. That are very important at this time and is a sensitive data. But also, Lunario give you have a notification system to always remember your events and don't lose your classes via email. If you forgot when your meet will be, you can remember them with the agenda functionality. For this project, this is our principal technologies. We have, in first place, the React. We use React to the interface, and we can create interactive designs, and we can make easy updates to the components and the possibility to reuse it. Very cool React. To store our data, we use MongoDB because it's perfect to use with JavaScript. That is our your principal language of programming, and also have a more optimum search in the data if you have a big database. OAuth provides the security through authentication without give you your personal information like passwords, and also give you the possibility to choose what permission you let Lunario have. And the Google API services give us the opportunity to sync up your personal calendar into Lunario and also see the events of Lunario in the Google Calendar. We have a video to see Lunario working. As you can see, here we have the interface. My friend Juan gives us his personal calendar to see if they sync up with Google. So in this moment, he is authorizing via OAuth to Lunario to access his personal calendar. And as you can see, you can have all your meets inside Lunario to make your events without have the same time with the team class events. Now we're gonna create an event with the description, the location, the Zoom link, or your personal meeting program. We can select different capitals to the time zone. Okay, now we're gonna add many attendants that we want, and the event is created, and the Lunario have an actualization, and you can see the week. You can see two in different views, like week, days, and also the agenda to show you all your responsibility, your needs. And also you can see it in the Google Calendar. And that's all. We hope you like it.
Thank you so much, Daniel, for that presentation. I'm pretty sure your peers and everyone, it's very excited for what you guys built. To be honest, it looked really good. So yes, awesome. All right, so again, if you have any comments, if you want to tell something to our groups, if you want to give a shout out to any of your peers, let us know in the comments. I'm going to be reading them here. Ana María Rendón is saying, buen trabajo, felicitaciones. Daniel Cortez is going to do a poll to see how many Daniels we have at Holberton. We have a lot of Daniels at Holberton. So again, thank you so much to everyone that is putting your comments here on the Facebook Live. The judges, do you have any questions for this team? Please raise your hand if you do. Questions, comment. Let's see. Okay. All right, we can move on to our next group then. And they are the Holberton Titans. They work with Agenda, and Christian Campos is going to be the presenter today. Hi, Christian.
Hi, Jessica. Thanks a lot. Thanks everyone for having us. And okay, my name is Christian Campos. I'm part of a group called the HB Titans, together with Hector Lopez, Oscar Sanchez, and Jesus Gonzalez, right? As Jessica said, we work with Agenda, and just to give a little bit of context, Agenda is basically a company that works by getting hotels to subscribe to them, and then help them start standardizing the minimal product that they should be delivering, and with marketing. So if I'm a hotel, I subscribe with Agenda, they give me some basic guidelines, and they help me with some marketing, right? and they're a relatively new company, so they're aiming to grow. They need to reach new hotels to achieve this, and the way they're handling the scouting of hotels right now is kind of messy, because they have to check different web pages or databases in order to get different information from each hotel and decide whether to contact them so they can ask them to be a part of agenda, right? So it's very cumbersome. Now, we started by looking ways in which we could help them, and we identified that of course this information is easily findable on the web. I mean, some of them we're looking in directories and things like this. A problem that we had is that this data is always changing, so new hotels are being opened all the time, and usually an agenda worker takes around 3 to 4 days to get data, not like complete data, but some let's say like 80-90% of the data that they would need to call this new hotel, right? So what we did was identify the sites in which the data was located. We created a dedicated scrapper for each, and we delivered the information in an understandable and usable format, right? This is basically how it works, right? We select the page.
Christian, one quick question. Are you meaning to present something? We're not looking at a presentation right now.
Yes, I'm supposed to be sharing the screen. Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna unshare and share again.
All right.
Okay, is it working now?
Now it's working. All right, okay. You can skip now till.
Okay. This was the whole beginning of the presentation, and what we did was we identified the sites in which the data was located, and we created a dedicated scrapper for each site, and we worked to get the information or deliver the information in an understandable format, right? So this is basically how it works. You select the page you want to inspect, you run the script for it, you wait around for 10-15 minutes to go get a coffee or something, and you come back with a file with the information that you were looking for, right? So it was a process that used to take 3 to 4 days, and now it takes 10 to 15 minutes. We use like very simple technologies. We use Python with Selenium, which is a library that focuses on the web, and it's really handy for scrapping, right? And we decided to use this data and handle it in a JSON file. The hard part of the project was that each page is like its own little universe. So it was kind of tricky to get the feel and a clear concept of the environment of each page. And that's basically it. That would be all from us. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, Christian. Here we have a question.
Okay, let's hear it.
Andres.
Hi, Christian. Andres here. I'm actually one of the first investors in Agenda. And I am curious to learn how did you, what pages are you scraping? And how did you manage to take into consideration that each page is different?
Okay, so we are scraping hotels, kayak, booking, and Colombia Turismo, right? We started by trying to scrape Google Maps, but the environment for that page was rather difficult, and we found that kayak had like the let's say a similar database from which we could start, right? And regarding each page in particular, we kind of started the wrong way. We started like hard coding when we couldn't find a way to get the information, but we later like took a more like relaxed approach. We decided to really investigate what was going on, how the page was being loaded. Some are loaded by a JavaScript, Some are loaded just HTML and CSS. So we instead of going head first, we decided to study the code of each page, right? And once we understood the code, we were able to scrape it like more in an easier way. It wasn't easy, but in an easier way. That was basically how we did it.
That was the first time you guys were doing a scraper?
Yeah, it was the first time we were doing a scraper.
What was the thought process to do it?
Well, the thought process was it's the web, right? It's gonna be easy, and then we found out it is not really that easy. And then we found out like we tried to find the technology that better like served us. And since we have a Python background, Python and Selenium just came really handy.
Awesome. Well, a big shout out to Hernan Aracena from Agenda. I know that he was working with you guys to build this project. So thank you everyone at Agenda for believing in Holberton. There are a few holbies also already working there. So we are very excited to have so many teams work with their capstone project with a company like Agenda. Thank you so much, Christian, for that presentation. Moving on to our next group, we have Majority Report, and Sebastian Valencia is going to be presenting an independent project. Hi, Sebastian.
Hello, Jessica. Hello, everybody. Okay, wait me a minute. I will share my screen.
Awesome.
Good afternoon. My name is Sebastian Valencia, and I'm going to present my project called Majority Report. It is an app that allows users to track crime rates in Medellin in an interactive manner. The data comes from the robbery reports filed by the Medellin Police Department. Now, let me show you the project's landing page and the application. First of all, we found a link to the repository and another to the portal. A little further down, we found its main functionalities: interactive graphics, official source, and criminal incidents. Then, we found a bit of history of the project and what inspired it. Here, we see which technologies were used during the development, and finally, a form for users to contact me. In the portal, we have an initial dashboard with 2 graphs and 3 tabs that contain the About, Instructions for Use, and Contact Information. We also have a button to access the rest of the graphs. Each of the graphs allows us to filter the data and change the appearances of the graphs by zooming in or selecting particular data, like this. Regarding technology and architecture, I used Django framework for web development, Plotly to display the graphics, GitHub to develop the landing page, and Heroku to deploy the portal. During the development of the project, I learned how to use Django to deploy applications, use Plotly to create interactive charts, deploy an application using Heroku, and I learned how to create a landing page using GitHub Pages. Thank you for the opportunity to share my project.
Thank you, Sebas, for that presentation and for that, what you just built. Tell me a little bit of why you decided to create this project.
Okay, Jessica, I decided to create this project because when I started programming, at the start of 2020, I was doing things with this data, but in Jupyter notebooks, because I didn't know how to program with technical methods. So when I start at Holberton, I continue the curiosity about this data, about this old project that I had. And finally, when we have to do the final project for Holberton, I decide to newly go to this idea and make it a reality.
Awesome. Well, that is great. Congratulations. So here we have some comments from our Facebook friends. Valentina Jaramillo saying, for real, we need this mobile too. So you now need to make this go into mobile. Mario Morales, your software engineer, saying, excellent project, Sebastian. Carlos Cardenas is also saying that yes, we need this integrate with like a map of red zones nationwide. This is an awesome project. So you have already some ideas there on Facebook from your software engineers at Holberton School Columbia. You can talk to them to, to make this project even bigger, even better. It was great what you presented. Thank you so much. All right, and we are down to our last project. This is the moment that you guys been waiting for, because of course we're almost done and everyone can go home and keep doing what they're doing. And our programmers can keep programming. But this is the last project. It's from Innovap, and Jose is going to be presenting today, or yeah, Johnny Bear. Yeah, let's see who is going to go for Innovap.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jose Espinosa. The money managers team, Karen Campo, Jonier Otálvaro, Jose Espinosa again. I introduced you to Money Manager app due to the problem of personal finance. We brought this product that will help you to control your expense and keep order in your personal finance. I use technologies, database MySQL, programming language Django with Python, HTML basic, CSS, JavaScript, SAM server, Heroku, Bootstrap 4. I introduced here is the following video demonstration.
So now we're going to see some of the basic and general features of Money Manager and how to be part of our community. First of all, you have to create an account, but I already have one. So I'm going ahead and sign. Now that I'm in, I can go through the different services of Money Manager, beginning with categories. I add a category, let's say bills, and the description, let's say electric. I keep going to the tools section to budget. I add a user, the category that I just made, and I name it, let's say, the electric bill, and then I pay 50,000 pesos, not dollars. Okay, so don't freak out. And please remember not to use big dot. Only write numbers. Save. Finally, we go to movements. We add budget. The name, let's say, bill payment. Need 50,000 pesos. And let's say, oh, I'm sorry. We're talking about electric bills. So the electric bill for March. And when I go home to the home page, I can see what I just did with colorful graphics. So I hope that this was helpful. We keep working in the development of our product. So stay tuned for any update.
Okay, thank you for watching.
Thank you so much, Jose and Karen, for that presentation. I am pretty sure that with an app like that, I could do a better use of my budget. So I'm super excited that you guys are building a solution. All right, guys, this is the end. This is the end of our Cohort 12 presentation. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. If you want to know more about the projects here, some of them left their websites on the comments, so you can go check them out. And also, if you are interested in something, on learning how to code like our developers did, I remind you that our application process is open. The next cohort is going to start in June. And you can go to holbertoncolombia.com and start the process to study with us. Everyone here, everyone who presented today, congratulations, you did an amazing job. Thank you so much to all the companies that were working with our teams. We are super grateful that you guys trust in us to help you with some of your projects that you have there. Thank you so much to the software engineers at Holberton, helping the participants day by day to build amazing products. Thank you so much to Maribel Corrales. She was the one who actually put this together, and Silvia. They put this together, and Maribel made the contact with the companies that you saw the projects today. So thank you so much to the team at Holberton School Colombia. And again, see you in our next demo day in a couple of months with Cohort 13. Remember to follow us on our social media if you want to know more about Holberton. Remember that we have scholarships for women in different cities. So again, if you know someone that wants to learn how to code, but she can't because of money, tell her that we have scholarships here. Again, bye everyone.